Jalen Rose, I need you to take us behind the curtain. You remember when Luka Doncic and the Mavs showed up to play in the Staples Center, the bright lights, the superstars? Luka was inbounding the ball, and someone was talking trash to him in Slovenian. And it was Kobe Bryant. So you spent how many years in the NBA? 13
yep.
years in the NBA. You played in LA a lot. What is the interaction like? Take us behind the curtain. What is it like when you're playing in front of the superstars and they start interacting with you?
First, I want to shout out Kobe for not only being one of the greatest basketball players and champions to ever do it, but for being worldly, having the ability to speak multiple languages. I know he grew up in Italy and before he came to the United States or whatnot, but I always applaud people that can get out of their comfort zone to do something different. The trash talk in the NBA is another thing I want to make sure I compliment Kobe Bryant on. People clown me all of the time, any chance they get, about Kobe's 81-point game.
Yep.
What people sleep on about that game, he was so locked in and he concentrated at the highest epitome of concentration. He did not talk trash once that game. Just think about this.
Didn't have to.
If you score 10 points in a rec game.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking trash. Everybody. And I'm talking about it on the show the next day. That's just double figures. Just to get to double figures. And to get to 10 points, I was probably 3 for 13.
And so the reason why I always bring that up is because now we in this era of make a shot and celebrate. Do a dribble move and get the oohs and ahs, but then not even pay attention to the finish line. And Kobe Bryant was a person that knew how to get there. And Luka's a young star in the game. Only LeBron has more 30-point triple-doubles than he does.
I'm really glad that you brought up how worldly Kobe is. And I was just shocked that he could even speak Slovenian. So I have a question for you, Jalen Rose.
Yes.
What can you say in another language?
I got a joke that some people might not like, but here's the thing.
Oh, no.
What do you call somebody that knows 3 languages?
Trilingual.
What do you call somebody that knows 2 languages?
Bilingual.
What do you call somebody that knows 1 language?
Lingual?
American.
76ers on Christmas Day. Beating the Bucks. Hitting everything.
Season high,
Philly
threes.
on fire. Woof, what a game. They haven't won a game since then. They lost to the Magic. They lost to the Heat in overtime. They lost to the Pacers. They're on a bit of a slide. What do you think the problem is in Philly?
That play we just saw embodies it when Ben Simmons is trying to inbound the ball and there's nobody there to receive it. A lack of concentration, a lack of focus. They don't seem as prepared as the opponent to start the game. They don't show a sense of urgency defensively. I know that they're not a knockdown three-point shooting team, but they should be a lockdown defensive team. And when they're not bringing that effort, teams move the ball on them. They're not denying passes. And all of a sudden, they're penetrating the lane against those big bodies and scoring. You see Sabonis go down the lane and just dunk on the entire team. And so it becomes frustrating to watch a team sometimes that's so very talented. You're like, wait a minute, they got 13 losses?
Yeah.
They
lost 6 of 9.
Right. I do believe this team is built to play playoff basketball.
Yes.
Based on just half-court dynamics of it. But for the regular season and the marathon, it's been a struggle watching a team be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on a nightly basis.
So you hit on a couple things. They are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They are built for playoff basketball. And when you watch them on Christmas, when the lights are on, national TV game, they know everyone's watching, they're playing at home, they show up. And I feel like they will in the playoffs as well, which is why I still have them coming out of the East.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app.
And if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.